It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
So good to have you with us. Ernie Johnson here. Welcome to the NBA on Teal O'Neill. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Detroit Pistons as they go up against the Philadelphia 76ers. And looking at the 76ers, after splitting their first 2 games of the season, tonight's game give 500 mark and maybe get a little momentum on their side. No doubt the strength of that Detroit Pistons team is inside, Shaq.
Yes, they should look to go to the post early. They need to understand that going to the post will open things up for them.
From suburban Detroit, we proudly bring you the Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hills. And for the Detroit Pistons, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Houston Rockets.
And Kevin, they were able to keep that game relatively close, but you could tell things were not clicking for them.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, it could have been worse, though. I mean, they didn't look fresh at any point in the game. Just seemed to be listless.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Jordan. Noel is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Jordan, and it's Okafor in at the 5.
Brandon Jennings, you remember, decided to play a year in Italy right out of high school rather than to go to college. He was the first guy to do that once the NBA implemented that 1 year out of high school requirement for the draft.
Here's Jennings. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. Meeks dishes to Ilyasova. Floats one. Here's Drummond. Missed inside. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Suns.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against a defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
Here's Meeks. 76ers getting the bucket. They grab their own miss. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
Ersan Ilyasova struggling through a rough season in 2013-14. Probably the worst shooting of his career, really. And his rebounding also fell off. Those were the strengths of his game. He's got to find it again. He's got to bring that effort and energy back to the game.
Jordan can't get it to go. And it's Captain Clutch with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Pistons have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. The drive by Jennings. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Jennings has got his second bucket of the night. And Ilyasova with a big contract now.
Oh, look out, man!
Oh, rim is shaken. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw it.
Oh, man, that was just amazing.
76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And 3 from Jordan. Jordan with another miss. Here's Morris. 17 points for him last game against Houston. No good. Good D by Jordan. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Stan Van Gundy.
Kevin, he said they simply cannot afford to be loose with the basketball today because the steals will pile up if you don't play heads up at all times against a team that has such great hands and terrific defensive awareness. You guys know they'll turn that the other direction awfully quickly. Kevin?
Thanks for that report, Doris. Guys, do you think we'll see game planning early on that might end up developing through the game as far as getting through this very tough defense?
I think there's almost no question that what they're doing offensively at the beginning of the game will change several times before we're finished.
Well, that's what the defense they're facing forces you to do. You have to be ready to adjust and make some changes. It's too complex a defensive scheme to just attack it one set way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Baines is checked in. Johnson comes in for Marcus Morris. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Meeks. And it's Jackson in for Brandon Jennings.
Well, Sixers head coach Brett Brown, a basketball lifer. His father was a respected high school coach and actually coached him before he went on to start at point guard at Boston University under Rick Pitino.
Now here's Jordan. 23 points for him the last game against Phoenix.
Really good performance so far on the boards for this club.
Boy, I like the way it's under the basket when the shots have gone up.
On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Jordan. Detroit, no good that time either.
Boy, that one is a shot he should make because the defender nowhere around him, he usually knocks that one down.
And that is good.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Pistons trail by 4. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Jackson, and the jumper falls for him. Jackson's got his first points in this one. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Roten, and there's the rejection. And 3 from Jordan. They get it again. Aldemir, the pass to Noel, shoots the 3, and there's Roten, and that's good on the assist by Noel.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense. You know, who says the big guy doesn't like to attack the basket? I mean, could have fooled me on that one.
Yeah, nice change of pace for him to power one home.
Yeah, it's not usually his role, but he takes advantage of the situation there.
Here's Roten. Another 3 for Philadelphia. Here's Jackson. And it's off from three-point range. Got it up.
Coming up next Tuesday, November 11th.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Boy, a ton of threes in that first quarter. This team really lighting it up, guys.
Yeah, it's been an onslaught from downtown.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Grant. Jordan is out there with Jordan. Then there's Nerlens Noel, and it's Aldemir in at the 5 spot.
Now that is rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some style points too, Kevin.
Clark, he deserves a no simple finish there with the high altitude windmill slam.
Yes, making a statement.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Steve Blake, such a solid point guard. He has started at times in his career. Excellent backup. But you just love his decision-making and his ability to make shots from the perimeter.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
And Drummond throws it down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, no doubting Andre Drummond, an emerging star at the center position. As new coach Stan Van Gundy put it, I think we have 2 responsibilities to Andre Drummond that will help our team. Number 1, do everything we possibly can to develop him as a player. And secondly, to put a system and personnel around him that will allow him to thrive. Kevin?
Doris, it sounds like he'll play a pivotal role. Thank you.
Yeah, Van Gundy perhaps envisioning him as Dwight Howard 2.0 in the middle. We'll see if, in fact, Drummond can live up to that.
And the 76ers making a change here. And Steve Blake now one to really press the attack off the dribble.
Especially as he's aged and gotten older, he's more content to run the offense and then shoot the 3. A better fit on a team with a good post scorer is Steve Blake, where he can pass it inside and then space the floor. The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they've steadied themselves a little bit, trying to close this gap.
Here's Okafor. The 76ers with another miss. Pistons trail by 4. Morris kicks to Johnson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
I'll tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. In the corner, it's Morris. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Well, it's been a while since Motor City has seen the playoffs on the basketball court, and it just appears as though they've been stuck in neutral. The last few seasons.
A different look here for Detroit. Baines is checked in, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Johnson. And then for Philadelphia, Noel comes in for Grant.
He's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
With Detroit, as you said, haven't made the playoffs since 2009. And Steve, over the last few years, just stuck near the bottom.
And they've been, kind of a treadmill team. Good enough to not be dead last, but not bad enough to get a really high pick. And they tried to change it via free agency, so we'll see how it goes.
The shot's good from Jordan.
Boy, he's really starting to get in the flow now. A nice groove. That's his second here in the quarter, after none in the first.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Detroit. Now here, the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. In the third spot, the Pistons.
Yeah, it was an impressive campaign for their big men, and I thought the whole team did a really nice job of getting bodies on people and really boxing out.
The Sixers have really undergone a complete reversal in recent years from a team with a very old-school, traditional front office to a team that's now focused on the science and analytics of winning basketball. And quite honestly, guys, we're seeing more and more teams embrace the analytics side of things.
Jordan can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 9. To the paint, here's Jennings. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And for the Sixers, their new stat-driven decision-making permeates the organization from ownership, Steve, to the front office, all the way down to the coaching staff.
Well, it's where the league seems to be going, Kevin. Teams are trying to think further ahead and see opportunities for strategic advantages. But look, it's still a balance. You've got to have chemistry and coaching, and those numbers will come in play. But they can't be the be-all, end-all.
He's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The 76ers leading by 11. Jordan dishes to Jordan. Lets the 3 fly. Jordan with another miss.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered. Well, this is what you have to do when you're trailing. You've got to attack, be aggressive, and get to that foul line.
And perhaps cause some foul trouble along the way. That can have a big impact down the road.
And so Meeks nails both of them.
He's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line. And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hang on to it.
And that's probably what they're going to do here.
Roden with it. Here's Jordan. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. 76ers lead by 9. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Really an incredible game from Black Hole.
Well, he's seen the court so well tonight. He's made some phenomenal passes here in the game so far in that first half.
Some folks say he's not a playmaker, but he's dispelling all of that nonsense.
Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Marcus Morris is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Stan Van Gundy.
Andre Drummond, arguably the league's greatest combination of size and athleticism since Dwight Howard. Maybe a shade less of a leader, but when you look at Drummond's quickness, absolutely incredible. He's 6'11", 270 pounds, and he really does move like a guard.
Outside for Jordan. Launches it. The 76ers with another miss.
And they've missed the first 3 shots of the third quarter.
Morris passes to Meeks. In the corner, Ilyasova with it. A floater. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. What they've got going right now is not getting it done. And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. It's been quite a game for Captain Clutch.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Meeks inside the three-point line. That one wide left. Philadelphia leading by 6. And 3 from Jordan, and he gets it to go. Jordan's got 17.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
Jennings with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Here's Meeks. Pass to Ilyasova. And Drummond kicks to Meeks. 6 to shoot. Shot is off. And it's Philadelphia the other way. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And, you know, I think they may have a little extra motivation because they lost last year's season series to this team.
Johnson, he's checked in for Jody Meeks. And then for Philadelphia, Stauskas comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Thompson in for Jordan. Jennings can't get it to go.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
Here's Jordan. Shot's good. Jordan's got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia. Two teams kind of bringing up the back end of the conference. It's not a matchup the top teams are going to pay much attention to.
Well, even if the high end isn't interested, you can bet these guys are. Two teams trying to build themselves up. You can measure improvement in other ways if you're not making the playoffs.
That's a great point. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Well, as we take a look at the rankings, let's see where Detroit ended up last season. 3rd in rebounding, 8th in steals. And they were in the top half of the league in block shots. So not a very intimidating team, but nonetheless a solid defensive team.
And this is a team that really relied most heavily on the rebounding numbers that you talked about. I mean, they're top 5. They're a team that likes to attack. The lane at both ends of the floor, really control the glass on defense and try to pound you inside with the offensive boards.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, this offseason, the Pistons bringing in Stan Van Gundy in a dual role as head coach and president of basketball operations. Stan said in a lot of places there's not a connection between the front office and coaching. This setup creates a very unified organization. There are no excuses now. It's on us to get it done. We'll see if they can, gentlemen.
Well, thanks, Doris. Van Gundy builds his roster, then coaches it. We've seen that model succeed with the Spurs and the Clippers. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The Pistons ended near the bottom of the East, guys, again, but still certainly a ways to go.
Well, a lot of their struggles, Kevin, came from just their inability to close out games against the rest of the conference.
The high post shot. Rebound by the Pistons. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
A different look here for Detroit. Baines is checked in, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Steve Blake. Shots good by Baines.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team. For the Pistons last year, they finished with a 23-29 record against the East. And for the last number of years, they just haven't quite been able to figure out how to take that next step forward.
Well, the Pistons made some moves, but they really just seem to be keeping pace with the rest of the East. I think they have to be patient and allow this young talent to blossom, and they'll have a chance to move up.
Grant, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Tony Roten comes in for Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Passes it to Stauskas. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And the 76ers making a change here. Covington's checked in. .35 seconds left in the third quarter. Caldwell Pope kicks to Drummond. And the layup falls.
Taking so many shots down there, and they're knocking them down. Really good looks in the paint.
No doubt the offensive philosophy today, pound that thing inside.
And that one's good. Stauskas has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
Here's Jackson, and another 3 for Detroit.
This is great. 3-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
Gets it off. Oh, he got it! Oh, buzzer!
Knock it down! Right at the horn.
Oh, 3 points right there at the end of the quarter.
Only about 1 in 50 of those go down, but that's why you chuck them up there. You want to give yourself a chance.
And that's it for
Tuesday, November 11th, Ricky Rubio and the Minnesota Timberwolves take on James Harden and the Houston Rockets, live from Houston.
And let's quickly have a look at the State Farm assist of the game, which came, Steve, from kind of an unlikely source here.
Yes, the big fella here doing his best impression of a point guard. Serving up a brilliant feed here. That's gorgeous.
Pistons trail by 9, so on the floor for Philadelphia. Jordan is out there with Jordan. And there's Nerlens Noel, and it's Dub, and it's Covington in at the small forward spot.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Jordan against Jackson. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Caldwell Pope. Noel dishes to Covington, and he dunks it down. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
The pass to Jordan. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Meeks passes to Jackson. Fires from deep. Morris, no good. Philadelphia leading by 11. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Jordan's shot is off.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
And Meeks kicks to Ilyasova. Meeks dishes to Jackson. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. The Pistons have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Ilyasova.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Jordan up top. Lets it go with the 3. Here's Okafor. It's Jordan on the wing. Guarded by Jackson. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Jordan. Jordan's got assist number 5 here tonight.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Andre Drummond's checked in for the Pistons. Jennings comes in for Reggie Jackson. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy said to the team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Pistons trail by 9. And Meeks kicks to Morris. He feeds it to Jennings. From past the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Kicks it to Morris. Dishes it to Jennings. There's the 3. Drummond passes to Meeks. The feed to Morris. And Meeks kicks to Drummond. He dishes it to Morris. Shot clock at 6. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Jennings.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Jordan's shot is off. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Meeks outside. Kicks it out to Jennings. Fires from deep. Meeks can't hit.
He has not been on his game, and you know their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Jordan with the bucket.
And these are the types of games where it's obvious one team clearly had the edge. Tonight, it's going to be a great win by a large margin for the 76ers.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
They sure did, Kevin. Every time they left the man open deep, he'd get a good look at the basket. And they didn't hesitate, and the aggressiveness paid off.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And when you play a team twice like these two will this season, it's always nice to win the first one as they'll go up 1-0 in the season series against the Pistons.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are for Black Hole. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything, really, to stop it. Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
He goes up again, and the layup good by Jennings.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
So the 76ers win it. Both teams played so it'll be Stephen Curry. He'll have 60 seconds to shoot 25 shots from beyond the arc, and Clark, that works out to about 2.2 seconds a shot.
Love to see you using the sabermetrics there, partner. Quick pace indeed. Each make counts as 1 point with the exception of the last ball, the money ball, that's worth 2.
I actually had the advocacy.
I know you did.
And guys, that money ball can kind of push you along to the next rack. So even if you struggle during the rack, if you can make that last one, it gives you momentum going forward. Curry really catching fire now. He's in the zone.
Gets the money ball. He's got 12.
Rock solid shooting down the stretch.
Up to 15 now. And now is 16. Couldn't finish it off, but still put up an impressive number. He gets his tally up to 16 points. That was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
I think things are so much easier when a gets off to a good start, and he certainly did that.
Here we go with James Harden.
When Harden came into the league, people were unsure if he'd be able to shoot with range in the NBA. He started out a little slow, but he's become quite the scorer and sharpshooter. And a lot of people thought that would be the case. It was just a matter of when. You know, it means so much to get off to a fast start in this competition. More often than not, as the first few racks go, so go the rest.
Yeah, it's a weird competition, Clark, because guys are not used to doing this during the season, taking so many shots in such little time. So the quick start is imperative for your confidence and for your rhythm.
He's at 14. He's 4 for 4 on money balls.
And that pushes him all the way to the #1 spot.
Ooh, Harden starting to feel it.
Ran out of time there. The round ends, and he's got 19. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
Well, the way he closed out the round was the most important and the most impressive thing. I mean, he just caught fire at the right time and really turned in an impressive performance.
Here we go with Damian Lillard. There is nothing like it anywhere, and I mean anywhere else in the world. All-star festivities at its finest. Hi, everyone. And so it'll be Stephen Curry here. He'll have 60 seconds to get off 25 shots from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and with each make counting as 1 point, except the last ball of each rack, which counts for 2.
Yeah, that's the money ball, Clark, and those shots are usually the ones that end up deciding this contest.
Drains the money ball. 5 points now. Drains the money ball. He's got 8. Now 9 points. Gets the money ball. He's got 12. That's 13. One last rack remains.
Curry really catching fire now. He's in the zone.
Good momentum here to close it out.
Closing out with a bang.
Couldn't finish it off, but still put up an impressive number. He comes away with a score of 21 on the round. Guys, hard to find any fault with that display.
Saved his best for last there. 7 straight to close that round out.
Here we go with James Harden.
The hardest thing for a shooter might be just maintaining that same level of concentration through all 5 racks.
Yeah, I think it is the hardest thing, Clark, because you're just not used to taking 25 shots in 1 minute. And nobody does that. Even in practice, you don't really do it that way. So it's a very foreign feeling when you're out there, and you've got to maintain that focus. Ooh, Harden starting to feel it.
That's his 5th consecutive make. Now with 11. Can't get the money ball. He's got 12. Not just 13. 1 rack left. Make that 14. And now is 16. That's 4 in a row now. He finishes off 18 points. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
Yeah, he had a great rhythm at the end. He hit his last 5 in a row.
Here we go with Damian Lillard.
From the very first year it took place, the three-point contest has been so much fun. Larry Bird won the first 3 in a row, a few of them in dramatic fashion.
And that was one of the things that made it special right away, having one of the all-time legends putting his stamp on the shootout immediately.
Now with 4.
Well, he's off to a decent start, guys.
That's 7. He's got 8. He could have taken more from that rack, only got 2 points. 9 points. Only managed to sink 1 there.
It's getting ugly in here.
He's getting cold. 5 consecutive misses. Now with 11. Finishes with 11. That's far below what he's capable of doing when he's on his game.
Yeah, it seemed like every time he was starting to get into a good rhythm, he just couldn't capitalize on it. He'd quickly fall out of his pace.
So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here.
Well, Klay's dad was an NBA player, Michael Thompson, but more a post player and a center. Klay as a guard, a perimeter player who's got that beautiful shooting touch.
11 points is the cutoff. That's not insurmountable, but that's the minimum he needs. I think that's definitely a score within his reach, guys. He needs 3 more points.
And the young fella, Klay, making it look very easy out here.
Moneyball, no good.
1 more to stay alive.
That's 4 misses in a row. Off the mark with 5 in a row now. He's in 3rd.
Nice finish. Well done.
He's at 14. Now to 15. A total of 17 points that he'll take away from that round. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
Well, we all know how important the money balls are in this event, and he hit 4 out of 5 of them. That's very good work.
So it'll be Isaiah Thomas here. 17 or higher would keep him in contention.
Well, he can't afford a slow start because at that point you start to press. So a good first rack is very important.
5 points now.
Pretty good start there for him.
He's got 8.
He needs 8 points more to stay in contention.
He's got 10. Can't get the money ball.
6 more points to stick around.
That gives him 12. Not just 13.
He's only got a cushion of 2 more misses, guys. No more than that.
A strong close out there.
Make that 14.
2 more to stay in it.
And he wasn't able to finish that last round. He comes away with a total of 15 points. And so we'll see Black Hole. He knows exactly what score will get him into the next round.
Very rare for a guy in his rookie season to be in the three-point contest, making his debut here.
17 or higher, the score he needs.
The door's open. A good round would do it. 2 points. 3 down.
Good rack for him there.
And he buries his 5th in a row.
Take that.
He's got 8. He needs 8 points more to move on.
And a decent start here, guys.
He's got 10. He needs 6 more points. Drains the money ball.
4 more and he moves on. This is not getting it done.
He's made all but 1 of his money balls.
1 more to advance.
That ties him up for 3rd here.
That gets him into the 3rd hole and books him a place in the finals.
18 points for him when all is said and done. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
Well, the key was, Kevin, he took 6 out of a possible 10 points from the money balls. And those are huge points. You've got to take advantage of them, and he did.
Curry's got one of the best scores in round 1, a serious contender.
I think we've seen an outstanding competition so far. I mean, the scores have been tremendous.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. Excellent shooting across the board. This is very high-quality stuff.
And so we'll see Black Hole. By going first, he can put a lot of the pressure on the guys behind him. He posts a good score.
Well, he was very steady in round round one, so we'll see if that translates to this one.
Well, it's the finals now, Clark, so he's going to have to be more than just steady. This is when it takes something special to go ahead and take this trophy home.
7 points. He's got 8. Gets the money ball. Now with 11. Down to the final rack. He's at 14.
Finishing strong.
Feeling it. So he ends up at 17. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys.
Well, the way he closed out the round was the most important and the most impressive thing. I mean, he just caught fire at the right time, really turned in an impressive performance.
And so we'll see James Harden.
18 points to go ahead, 17 points to score to beat.
That's 2, now with 4. He's got 5. That's 4 in a row now. That's 7.
Yeah, he's starting to get it going. And a decent start here, guys.
8 more points for him to tie it up. Up to 10 now. Money ball, no good.
7 more points and he'll tie it. Bad news right there.
11 points.
6 points more and it's tied.
Oh, and with that miss, he's out.
Unlucky here in the final round.
Yeah, just couldn't get any momentum moving forward.
He gets his tally up to 16 points. And so here's Curry now.
You look at the numbers through the first part of his career. I mean, there's a legitimate case that Steph Curry will go down as maybe the best shooter in the history of the NBA.
17 points to tie it up. 18 points would put him ahead. Bad luck. Gets the money ball. Now 3 points. Welcome, everyone. This is All-Star Action, folks. Kevin Harlan happy to be here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Tonight, it's the Sprite Slam Dunk Contest. And if you want to get up for this, baby, folks, it's going to be a fun time. Buckle up. We're ready to go.
And, you know, this has become one of the jewels of the NBA season. The fans love to watch it. The players love to take part in it.
So bring the players on y'all come inside. We got a world premiere right here, like get lost. So don't change the rhythm, turn it up a little. I got a living room.
All right, here we go. Oh, man. Oh, gosh, disaster. Huh?
Yeah.
So it'll be Captain Clutch right here. All right, Clark.
Here we go.
Oh, now target.
That was kind of creative there. That was no different. That was funky.
Nice double clutch 360.
Plant off two, turn, down between the legs, and then two-hand throwdown.
I think anytime you're bringing the ball low and raising it
Yeah,
back up
you
again.
like that.
So it'll be Captain Clutch right. Crowd is ready. Here he comes. Timing.
Yeah, good timing, good execution.
Yeah.
And a good clean throwdown. I like that. And he had a little bit of a rock, took it back some. Off the self-toss to the side, and then a
Adding cleanup. He's looking to close out.
dribble on the dunk while you're in the air.
I like those things. Jordan's got a narrow lead after the first round. Fans giving him the slight edge.
Yeah, and you know what? While it's nice to have the lead, I get the feeling he's not going to want to rep.
And so we'll see Black Hole. So it'll be Captain Clutch right here. I think Clark, he's really thinking about showing something special here.
Yeah, I think he needs to, Kevin, after that first dunk, which was rather pedestrian. He needs something to blow that first one out of the wall.
And we get another now. Let's see where he took off.
He got it.
He got it done.
Yep, he got it done.
That was it.
Yep, that was major right there.
We thought we'd never see anybody duplicate what Jordan did.
He got it done.
Yes. So it'll be Captain Clutch right here. And he's the third dunker in the order, getting ready for dunk number 2.
Going after it here, Kevin.
He is.
Long jump, high jump, over 4 feet.
That's for something.
Yeah, and you got a high jump and long jump here, Kevin. That's the difficulty.
A lot of ground to clear.
And he did it beautifully.
Very good job. Last in the order. Once again, he's back in action. All right, Clark.
Here we go.
Oh, that was
This was
different.
kind of pedestrian, though.
What?
Quite honestly.
Changing hands?
No, he didn't change
Oh,
hands.
you're right.
It was the same hand.
Yeah,
It was the left hand. I mean, it was nice, but
What about that glide?
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was a little bit glide. On second thought, it was a nice glide, but not enough slide.
Jordan's got a battle here with 3 guys not giving up any ground, Clark, after the first 2 rounds. And so we'll see Black Hole. We're back to the top of the lineup.
And now he's getting ready to launch, and
I'm anxious to see what he comes up with here.
just didn't squeeze it. Just missed time to catch.
Yeah, the bounce a little too low.
Actually, just couldn't
get a hold of it.
Yeah, too bad he didn't get that one to go.
So it'll be Captain Clutch right here, our second contestant with his final dunk.
That's right. They both have done it. Yeah. So now we've got a third guy who's done it.
So it'll be Captain Clutch right here. Second from last, his final dunk of the night.
He elevated, but nothing happened afterward.
Yeah, lost it on the transfer.
Yeah. Just kind of airballed this one, Kevin.
Like the ball came out of his backside there.
Yeah, just airballed. Airballed that one. Too bad he couldn't convert.
Yep, lay that egg, partner. Last up, final dunk of the night.
Going after it here, Kevin.
He is.
Ooh, not bad. High toss here. Go get it. Bring it down. A little bit of a cradle rock here. Go get it off the toss and then bring it down clutch. Little windmill, little mini windmill.
Throwing that ball up in the right area, having it land right where it needs to land.
Yeah.
Have your takeoff and acceleration toward that bounce.
Yeah, that's an undervalued part of those dunks.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. And we have a winner after a Sprite dunk contest for the ages. You can't say enough about the aerial show put on by this year's champion, Captain Clutch.
Man, oh man, did he ever wreck the place. I don't know how he was able to pull off some of those dunks.
Me neither, Clark. I mean, there are not many guys on the entire planet with that type of ability.
And it's been a joy to be here to witness some incredible dunks, incredible athleticism, and
And now, the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Sprite.